gentlemen, Saints and Ainks. I hope you just enjoyed part one of Track Talk with my guests, Brett Shields and Rob Lewis. You're about to hear part two of the conversation. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, check out the Lactic Acid merch. Ooh, can't talk. I'm too excited for part two of the episode on fanhubtf.com. And it's 10% off. Use the code Lactic, all caps 10, and you will get 10% off your order through July 5th. See you next time. Enjoy the episode. Let me ask you guys this, and then we'll get into our predictions, and then we'll wrap this up. Who has the most to prove at the trials?
Michael Norman.
Yeah.
You say Michael Norman? I say Noah Lyles.
Well, he technically doesn't have to run.
Right.
He doesn't, but he's got to. He can't let that kid go in there smoking him again. he can't go in letting Knighton know that Knighton's better. He's got a faster time. I just can't see it. I just can't see him just doing 2 rounds. I can't.
I think he doesn't run exactly for that reason. Because if I'm going to get beat, I'm going to get beat in the finals of the World Championship.
That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't going to get beat by that young boy before we even get there.
So you're like,
look, he's already shown he can be a mental case, right?
So you're saying he's basically like, I can't even get that in my mind. I'm waiting. Oh my goodness.
He wants. I think he wants to. He's going to go in the world. He wants to go in there knowing, look, I won my last race, no problem. I just ran, I ran 19.7 or something like that. Felt good. It was easy. Maybe he goes 19.6, maybe 19.5. Okay, in the semifinal, and then he goes, "Peace, y'all. See you in a few weeks."
He's lost the race already because that boy
Arian Knighton.
Now we haven't seen Knighton run in quite a while,
but he's not scared.
He had to take geometry.
No, he's not. He's too young to be scared.
The thing about him is he's still in geometry. Yeah,
he knows the geometry class, going to prom.
He does not know what he's doing yet, and I think that works. That works in his favor. So that's interesting. I got Rod Benjamin because I said it.
The most approved?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think he has to send a message this year. Well, I said it on my show. I had Colin Waitsman on, and we both agreed. He has to win this year, especially I don't know if Carson's coming back from that thigh injury. I don't know if he's going to be ready. But you got these 2 runners, Dos Santos, and then what's the dude?
Samba.
Yeah.
Samba.
They will be running 46 by the time.
They're gonna be close. They're gonna be darn close to it.
Yeah. He's got to send a message. That's my opinion. Come out and let them know that you are that dude in that event, and there should be no question as to who should be the favorite in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
that's a good thought. That's a good thought.
Yeah, well, I can't argue with it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah,
my pick right off the bat, like I said right away, I was like Michael Norman. But
Norman got the monkey off his back running 44.6. I'm sorry, 43.6. And the fact that it is in Eugene, a place that is just, you couldn't pick a better setup. Because honest to God's truth, with Norman, and I'm not trying to slight any other runner, but realistically speaking, there's only one person that Michael Norman has to worry about in the Open 400. That's Steven Gardner, who will be ready in a couple weeks. Don't let that 44.2 fool you.
And he'll beat him.
Let's be.
Oh, he'll beat him.
Ready now. Did you see how that last 100?
Him and Shawnee. I'm like, is she? And then, if it wasn't for Bolden saying, they could have been running this as a practice, because I'm like, that's 48. What are you walking? She moonwalking across the finish line.
I'm telling you. Oh my gosh.
Stevie, he's the only person that in my opinion, Stevie hasn't lost a race in like 2-3 years.
Well, and I was going to say for two reasons is that number one, because Stevie is just who he is. He's super talented, and he's gonna come with a 43 somewhere 7 or better.
Right? I got 43.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's now 40 is on the high side of right, just in case conditions might not be the best. But the other part of it is he's got the mental edge.
Yep, absolutely.
Norman's got to get that. He don't have to get no trials monkey off his back. He has to take on the monster, the big dog himself, straight up, and either push him all the way to the line, or he's got
to win.
I hear you, but
or you got to win.
There's two other guys we got to mention though.
Who's that?
Christian Coleman, Trayvon Burmell.
Oh boy, how the heck did I forget about Burmell? Burmell's my pick. I have to say it. I picked Burmell to win gold.
Really?
If it don't happen this year, I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna say who said it, and I saw this on social media with somebody, and they threw it out as a question. Funny. And no disrespect to the man, I'm sorry, but it was not my question, right? Is Trayvon Burmell the Asafa Powell of USA?
Oh,
what's sprinting?
Boy, that is so disrespectful.
Yes,
it was disrespectful.
That's
why I remember.
So disrespectful.
Like, oh, on two levels, right?
Wow.
It's like, dang.
You
just hit two heads with one swing.
Wow.
It is way too. It's way too early to tell if he's because listen, Trayvon Burmell
you get these phenomenal races, time, bam, bam, just killing, bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
Championship.
Yeah. So Burmell has a medal tied with DeGrasse. What was that, back in 2015?
Yeah.
Something like that. He's been hurt and then don't know what happened last year.
Yeah, his mind was hurt. He pulled a mind muscle, his brain.
He pulled a mind,
yeah. He pulled a muscle in his brain.
Bromell he's beaten everybody. He has the fastest time in that field.
Except Jacobs. He beat everybody but Jacobs.
But that's true. Well, we have no idea what we can expect from Jacobs.
We do. We expect him to the Black Italian from Texas to be the Black Italian from Texas and be ready.
What is this injury?
Be really interesting to watch him at the World Championship. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, it was a 10-day injury that got extended to 25 days.
Exactly.
And so he's just kicking back off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Listen,
10 days to 25 days. Yeah, exactly.
But Trayvon Burmell, he has to.
Everybody in track and field knows when they got extended. Yeah.
Here's the thing about Burmell, and then we'll go to our final pick. I think that is terribly disrespectful.
It is.
But I think the monkey is not, because Bromell proved he can make a team. It's like Norman. Here's the thing. You talk about Norman and Stevie. I do not know if Wade Van Niekerk is ever going to come back
not to that form.
I know he's down here training with
not to 4308 form.
No, he's not getting back down there. No.
And so this is the perfect time. Eugene, Oregon, hopefully it will be a dry track this weekend because there's no rain in the forecast to run. We just ask him, Norman, I'll give him this. If he does not win, it's got to be close to that 43-45 that you ran a couple years ago at Mount Sac. Yeah. We got to be hitting that. And I personally think he has to win, because that would do if he can beat Stevie,
No.
your confidence go. I said if, not he was, but if that confidence just goes through the roof because pretty much you beat the dude that hasn't lost in a couple years.
Yeah, I can't believe that went into it.
You got to beat Randolph Ross first.
You got to beat Randolph, right?
He got to beat Randolph Ross. He got to beat Randolph Ross at the trials. He got to beat Ross at the trials.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I'm not going to sleep on Ross. I think
he's going to make the team. But
here's the thing I like about Ross. At that NCAA's, he was ticked off at Champ Allison for what Champ Allison did in that semifinal.
I would.
He knew. He's like, Champ, you should know better than that. We do not do that now. You made us run harder than we needed to run for no reason whatsoever. And he got so mad, he destroyed him in the final.
He destroyed in less than optimal conditions.
Yes.
In lane, what? Lane 7, lane 8?
In a bad lane.
Yes. He destroyed him in the finals. And that told me, from a mindset standpoint, he's grown so much in this year.
Yeah.
I don't put it past him that he looks at Norm and says, you're still in your head. You got to prove that you can do it. I know I can do it, and I'm going to beat him.
Oh, he's not going to be afraid.
Ross. No. I just think Ross has a better mindset because he showed me something because he was ticked at Al.
He was ticked off, yeah.
I mean, he was so mad. He walked off that track.
He was mad. You could see it. He was like,
he was just wait. I can't. I want to hear that conversation with his dad. Like, you know what, man?
Oh my God! You know he. And it was because when he walked, you could just, he didn't want to talk. He didn't want to have anything to do with the, he was just mad. He was like,
Champ came over, walked over and, tried that way. He just slapped, slapped his hands like, yeah, all right. So, which is, not typical for him.
He's typical for him.
Cool customer. So to be able to actually visibly see him upset, is like, whoa, okay.
I still think. Listen, I'm picking. So let's just jump into predictions.
But honestly, I'm still picking Norman.
I'm going with Ross. I just think
I'm picking Norman because, and for 2 reasons. One, he's going 43, 6 or 7 for the season already. Ross would have gone 43 if not for those daggone Oregon conditions.
And Bloomington. And Bloomington.
Yeah. And Bloomington, yeah. Yep. And but I'll go with experience for Norman this time.
Let me say this.
I'll say this time.
Okay.
Okay. Fair.
Next year, Ross is going to have again next level championship experience under his belt. More of it. He's going to have another NCAA season if he actually competes. By the way.
That's true.
Just because he said signed to go there doesn't mean he's actually going to end up going. Because if some, Nike or Adidas, comes with a big old, Brinks truck of money, and hey, peace, y'all.
Yeah.
Love you, Dad. I'll train with you, but
y'all gonna have to go get
NIL got
and that might be his way of going to Tennessee. Like, yeah, I'll train with my dad at Tennessee.
Train with my dad. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me say this, Coach Brett. You said this when we did the show a few weeks back. I think he was pissed for 2 reasons. A, at Champ Allison. B, the third leg on the 4x4 for A&T, because you said that was the leg they had to figure out. And oh boy, he gave them a lead. And when the time was when they said the time, it's like 47-2. I was like, we're not putting down runners at all, but that time just shocked me.
What was more shocking to me? I really thought they would have put Javante Harding on there.
I thought they would have done it too. I thought they'd have put him out there. Yeah,
I thought they'd have put him out just because, if for no other reason. I mean, he got third in the 200.
Yep.
Or no, third and
No, he
100.
got DQ. He
Sorry.
got DQ.
Yeah, third
Well,
and
he
100.
was.
Third and 100,
So
yes.
he missed the 200, and I would have thought, like, dude, he's fresh.
He's
I
pissed.
did
And
the
he's
same.
fresh.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fresh to death. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, listen, and he got, 10 flat, sub 10 speed.
Yep.
I'm putting him out. He can run better than 47 too.
Yeah, he ran. Yeah, I'm with you.
Let me tell you this, just a hot take, and then we're gonna get into it. We'll start with the 400. Harding would have won the 200 if he had not DQ'd. I know that's a crazy take. It would have came down to at the line, but Harding wins that race. If
that was Brett's wild card. He was going with Harding.
That was my wild card pick
Yep,
for
he
it.
was going with Harding.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So men's 400, I got Norman. I have Randolph Ross, and then I have Michael Cherry.
Yep.
Those are my top three.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the guy to watch? Like a wild card guy that we should watch.
Wild card on men's 400.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, Champ Allison.
That's
No, I think Champ blew it at the NCAAs.
Oh boy.
I think there's gonna be a whole bunch of guys like, man, you don't even belong out here for what you do. You know a guy that has been, it doesn't look like he's had a pretty good season, but he's been running pretty well. Bryce Dedman.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
Bryce Dedman might be a sneaky guy. Another guy that's been under the radar, has been running well, but hasn't won anything, but he just always seems to be there is Ryan Willie. For some reason, he's just always there. Yeah. He doesn't ever seem to win anything, but he's always there.
He's there. He
finds
a way,
I wouldn't be surprised
in the top 4.
Yep. He's just always there.
Well, watch out for Vernon Norwood as well.
And no.
I'm just saying. All right, let's go. No. Women's 400.
All right. This is the end of this show. No, I'm just
women's. Hey, listen, he'll be on the relay probably and stuff like
that.
Please don't do that to us.
Listen, run him in the prelim. Listen, don't put.
And never anchor.
We didn't say finals.
Ever.
No,
never.
Oh,
women's 400.
That's tough. I have Talitha Diggs winning it. I have Irby.
Oh.
And but Irby is coming in third.
Wow.
And that second one, I'm kind of stumped. That's a tough race.
What?
Kanara Hayes has to redeem herself.
Ooh, Kanara Hayes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's a crazy, crazy thing. Is if they're not careful, they're going to let the old lady win.
Say again?
I said, if these young girls are not careful.
When you say old lady,
they're going to let the old lady win. You know the old lady?
You think so?
So you think Allison Felix? Okay, that'll be my third.
Hey,
that'll be my third. Okay.
Who expected her to get third in the Olympics?
Listen, Allison Felix ran 49 with like a broken ankle a few years back. So, okay. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it.
That girl has a
she got heart
to win. Like, she doesn't have that outward appearance, but when it's time to fight for it.
So I will say this because she has a kick. She does have a close. And okay.
Yeah, no, okay. I mean, I can't disagree. I tell you,
don't
let her make the final. Let her make the final.
A young one that I do like being kind of in the top from Kentucky is Alexis Holmes.
Alexis
Holmes, yeah.
I like Alexis Holmes. Listen, that girl, she's a solid 5'10", 5'11". And if she can capitalize and still be in shape
I can see Alexis Holmes
from NCAAs, I say I put her in the top 4, 3, who knows. But I definitely say Talitha is 1 or 2.
Women's 400 hurdles. I don't think we really need to cover that because Sid has to run, so she's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Sid's to the point where if she tripped and fell over 5 hurdles, she would still win.
She's just that good right now. Yes.
It's because coming in and Femke Bowl, I'm saying this for Worlds, y'all better watch out. Do not sleep on Femke Bowl.
Not sleeping, but you know what?
I didn't say she was going to win, but
right. So
I'm not sleeping on her either. But
Femke Bowl could beat Delilah.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's beating Sid.
But
she can beat Delilah.
But
she could.
Nobody's beating Sid right now.
You know what? Femke is going to keep deferring to them until Delilah leaves. I think she could probably. Delilah would probably have to have a bad race for Femke to beat her. I just think Delilah and Sydney are on just such a different level than
I don't know why I keep
else.
forgetting this. Sydney has to run all the rounds at trial.
Yeah, that's what I say. She's going to win, but that don't matter. It don't matter. That's
no one's going to beat Sid. It's a matter of who's going to be in a team with her and Delilah, and that's wide open. Because Britton Wilson,
she's a wild card to make the team.
Yeah, Britton Wilson's a wild card, and she's a wild card for the relay pool.
Yeah. I mean, she did run 50 point and 53 in the same day.
Which is still.
And she ran, 48 indoors?
Sick. Yeah.
48.6, yeah.
So
Anna, is Anna, I don't think Anna Hall's gonna make it, but
no, she's gonna do the multi.
She's
not gonna do more than the
Is she gonna do the 400 hurdles at trials?
I heard that it was a possibility. She was gonna talk to Holloway about it.
All right,
but I don't
thinking about that needs to be smacked upside the head. That girl is completely a multi. She would have broken the NCAA record with ease if she didn't try to pull off the impossible.
But she wanted to make sure Florida won the championship.
She
so I'll give her
sure
that.
Florida won the championship.
And what she did, I mean, she got to be taught, like, you can't come run 54, come back 20 minutes later and run 220.
Right.
I mean, that's just insane.
But I don't think she's yet even a good enough hurdler to beat Sid, Delilah.
Oh, we're not even talking about that.
Britain and So it doesn't make. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense for her to do 400 hurdles.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget Anna.
That's why I was saying Cockrell. Those are my.
Don't forget her. Ones. Don't forget
Anna Cockrell's got to show up though. She hasn't been running great.
Yeah, but it's the trials, and it's in Eugene.
It is. I think Anna Cockrell's suffering from first year out syndrome.
Yep.
Right. And having to figure out, how do I get to my peak without running a full season of races? Right.
Yeah. Anna's learning that, once you lose that college structure, it's a whole different ballgame.
Different ballgame. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's learning about adulting and all the other things that matter about training and setting it up and how you run races and all that stuff. So hopefully this year she's learned and that trial should be ready to go. I'm not going to sleep on her. Shamir Little, at some point she's got to be able to get there. It's how can someone be as good as she's been and every single year it's just something. So maybe this is the year she breaks through.
It's like the Aaliyah Hobbs.
I was going to say it's like Aaliyah.
Oh boy. That's
because Aaliyah doesn't have to run. But it's no one's beating Sid. Yeah. And the question is, does Sid break the record? Does she break the world record before she gets to Eugene? I mean, before she gets to the world championships, and it's a good possibility she will.
Of course. Because here's the scary thing about Sid. She's only going to run the hurdles for a couple more years, and then, as from what I understand, what Bobby was saying, Kersey, she's going for the Open 4. So that record's probably going to
think about that. Think about that for a second. What could she run in the Open 4 right now?
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
She's
no doubt she's 48 something.
And the best part
48-1
about it,
maybe.
Bobby's probably timing it as Shanae starts to get past her peak. She's probably looking
Shanae,
at Sydney at 24 versus Shanae at 29, 31. Sid got her. There's
Well,
no question about it.
Shanae says she's moving to the 200. So that's I'm just saying what she said.
Look,
and then
I get it. That's her ramp down strategy, but she ain't gonna win.
Nah.
All right, men's 400 hurdles. Obviously, Rye. What, Quincy Hall?
What? No, Quincy. God, no. You said that on purpose, didn't you?
I did.
Said that on purpose. No.
I did. I did. I just had to get a reaction.
Oh my God.
Oh,
what's wrong with you? Oh
right.
my God.
Crazy enough,
he could.
I would pick. I would have behind behind Rye. I would have to pick Squirrel Burrell.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Squirrel got off to a slow start. Now we know why he's out there, pledging.
Yeah.
I guess
we know why now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like during the season though. Okay. Anyway.
Hey, listen.
Anyway,
they didn't take a line on till the spring. That's what it was.
Look, all right. I can't. I'm not throwing stones, but I wasn't running 47 in the quarter hurdles when I did it in the spring. So yeah, I did it in the spring. So
yeah, exactly. So
who's
actually early spring. So it was January, February time frame. So it was still indoor, but come on, man, when you got that kind of talent.
So who's third?
Selman.
Oh, what about what's his name? Trevor Bassett or
Bassett?
Bobbitt?
Bassett's a possibility, but
I might go with Bassett. I might go with Bassett is 2 or 3.
Yeah,
those are my top 3. Those three. Selman possibly, but I'll go with Bassett. I'll go with Bassett.
I like that
as the third one.
And he's got some open 400 speed.
Yep. I'll go with Bassett as the third one.
All right, a couple more, and these are going to be hard ones. Let's start with the 100. Let's go men's 100. I got Fred Curley. I have Christian Coleman. I mean, doesn't count. I have Bromell. And third is where I'm struggling with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, the field's just wide open. I mean, the men's 100, the field is just wide open. No one has shown them to be the best. No one has shown them to take reins and say, I'm the guy. So it could be 4 or 5 different guys. I mean, that's the problem with the men's 100. That's what's hurting.
It is.
There's just no one. No one is taking the reins and say, I'm the guy.
I want to pick Marvin Brace. But
same thing, yes.
Again, he'll kill my one time. He'll run 9.8, and then he'll go 10.10.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Marv.
Yeah. Gillespie does the same thing.
We're not talking about him.
Does the same thing.
Yeah,
but you just look at him. You go, okay, he might be in the semis, and he might run a 9.3. I mean a 9.9, 9.93. You're like, he's looking sharp, and then he gets the finals, and he's running 10.05. What happened?
Cravon Gillespie. That's what I said. Why did he bring him up?
Come on, man. The guy, Cravon. Look,
leave
the Olympics out of it.
What was on the relay?
Leave the Olympics out of it. Leave the Olympics out of it.
No, you can't.
Leave the Olympics out of it. I'm talking about the Open 100.
You could be talking about the
Open 100. I'm not talking about the relay.
Man, he should be banned.
Oh,
just on that race alone. He you should be banned. You shouldn't even be allowed to run.
But here's the thing, that's not his fault. That's
after giving it up like that. Come on.
Oh my God.
I blame USA Track and
You
Field.
got ran down by China.
All right, Ronnie Baker.
Huh?
Ronnie Baker.
Ronnie Baker.
Has he done anything this year? Has he run a lot this year? If there's anybody that's going to make the team, I'm rooting for Ronnie Baker. I hope it is. I think Bracy Baker. I don't know if Kung Fu Kenny's running, but
I don't think he's dropping.
Kung Fu Kenny in 100.
On 2.
Kung Fu Kenny in the 2.
Oh, I will give you an interesting one. I don't see it. A lot of people are picking him to get that second or third spot. Makai Williams. I don't see it.
After what Joe did to him at NCAA's.
What?
But
I'm just saying, for a guy ain't supposed to be looking at his shoulder. No.
Hey, he should. You know what? Now I haven't seen the stadium, Dominique. So from where they run the 100, are the athletes able to see the big screen?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
That's what happened. He saw Joe coming and just tightened up.
You listen, it is
because listen, you can see, go back and watch that race. You can see him looking up. He got out, you see him looking up, he said, oh shit. And he just became a big old knot of muscle because running down that track. Trying to run down the track. He ceased to run at that point.
60 to 70, something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah,
that's where he
said, "Hey, I'm here."
Hey, he heard the juggernaut coming.
Yeah.
I don't even think he had to see him. You probably just saw a shadow, or
man, I would. Oh man, I know Joe runs for Liberia, but I wish he ran for USA because God, I'd love to see him run.
You know the funny thing, how crazy that would be.
He would be the anchor on the 4x1.
No, he wouldn't.
No question.
No, he
would be the anchor.
Yes.
I think on the run, he could run almost anybody down right now.
Yes.
Anybody.
But here would be the crazy thing about that. Only one person on Team USA. If Mamba ran for Team USA in 200, that means one person would have a good start, and that's Kung Fu Kenny. Noah Lyles does not have a consistent start.
No.
Area 9 right now, at least the first 40 meters, does not have a consistent start.
Right.
Joe has a decent start. It's much better than 100. But pretty much it's just a bunch of wild spearmen out there just running people down.
No, well, from a start standpoint, Bracy.
From a start standpoint, yeah.
Yeah, Bracy has a good start.
In the 200?
In the two. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking.
No, not the 100.
I thought we were talking relay.
No. I was talking about the 200.
Are you on the 2 now? Yeah.
No, I was gonna go. Let's go women's 100, and then we'll hop to the 2. So women's 100. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna do it. I got Aaliyah Hobbs, Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm not sure which order. I'm going to give it to Tiana McDaniels because there's something she's starting to show signs of improvement, but there's something to be said about experience in big time races like this. When you got a lot of youth, when there's a lot of, because everybody's running fast and there's a lot of fast times. So a lot of nerves, a lot of people doing too much and not sticking to the race plan.
Yep.
The person who has been there and has veteran experience and can be consistent in big moments is her. And I think she can make this team. I'm picking, those are the 3.
Yeah, okay. I can go. No.
And I'm not just saying that because we all went to the same school, you know.
Yeah, no, we know why you're doing it, but yeah, no. I mean, we understand loyalty. That's cool. I mean,
no, trust me, that would be
no, but no. There's nothing.
I can't argue.
And
with
I
that.
can't disagree with you on that at all.
I have 2 sleepers, and they both Floridians. TT Terry and I'm still just, I know the group, and
Tamari Davis.
And Tamari Davis. Oh, yep. Those are my two sleepers for that third spot.
If Tamari makes this team, she's going to be like Lauren Williams going forward. I don't think she's going to miss a team in the next.
In the next couple cycles, no, she won't miss a team.
Yeah, if she can break through, yeah, no question about it. No, I can see both those sleepers as well. TT Terry is the one I could really. Yeah, I could really get behind TT Terry. But if Tamari runs well in the first round, where she runs really well, and she can just translate that, I think it's it. But if she's kind of shaky in that first round, even though she might get through, I can't think. She has to be confident in that first round she runs, and then I can see her. But TT Terry, that's a clear and easy sleeper for me as well. There's no question about it.
All right. Men's 200. I have Arian Knighton.
That's an easy one.
See, I wasn't going. Every pick I've had is Curly running the 200. Is he doubling?
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure, because again, we don't have the start list yet. Fred Curly.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kung Fu Kenny.
Those would be my picks, because I don't see anybody else, stepping that's really at their level yet.
No.
To those guys. I mean, Kung Fu Kenny, he maybe hasn't put down the big times yet, but I feel good about what he's done over the past couple seasons. He's gonna come through and be ready.
What about Harding? What about Javante?
He's a sleeper, especially after NCAA.
He's the sleeper.
He's the sleeper.
After NCAA, that's what I was saying. After NCAA, when he didn't get the run. Yeah.
My thing is,
he's the sleeper. Yeah.
There's two things. Like I said, with college kids, it's already a long season. And so now you're adjusting from 2 rounds to 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest thing. And 2, unlike NCAAs, you got at least 3 guys that can go sub 19.7. Arian Knighton is proven he can go, he's 19.4.
Yeah.
4. Curly can go 19.7. Kung Fu Kenny, if he's at his best, I mean, Kung Fu Kenny's run 19.6 before, granted, with win, but they've proven that that's the threshold. This is not, 20 flat gets it. Now, I don't think that's going to be run Sunday because, again, they're running 2 rounds, almost 2 hours, apart from each other, and it's just a totally different ball game. But he is a sleeper.
Yeah, I think Javante's a sleeper. I just think Javante. I don't know if he'll make the team, but he's a sleeper for me. He's a sleeper for me in that 200. Yeah, but I don't disagree with you. I don't, Fred.
Who, Curly?
Nah, I can't. Because I can't think anybody take him out of it.
No. And that's why I had to look at the list. I'm like, well, there's nobody here that could do that.
Yeah, that take him out. I would have. Fred would probably be the 3rd guy, but I can't think of anybody that could take him out of it. So I have to agree with that group. Yeah.
All right. Women's 200. I got Gabby Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I have Jenna Prandini. Oh boy. I'm gonna go Brittany Brown. But just know that that's not with extreme confidence because I really want to pick Abby Steiner. I really want to pick Abby Steiner. Now,
I'll pick her for you. I'm going Abby Steiner. I'm going Abby with Gabby.
I was gonna say, I'll pick Abby Steiner for you.
Let me say this. I'm actually, go ahead.
And so I'm gonna say Gabby, Abby Steiner.
So you're not confident on Jenna?
No, not me.
That's fair.
I think she's the
I'm
third
not.
best, but I'm not confident.
I'm not because here's what her best win aided 200 this year is 22.4.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm sorry, her best non-win aided.
Yeah, I think she
is
has experience.
22.4. So
yeah,
now she does have experience, and I think it's going to be somewhat determined, just much like we were talking about Tamari. And now for Tamari, I think she ends up in the relay pool either way.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Mm-hmm. So she's in the final, and how that shakes out. But she could be she's a sleeper for that third spot. But for Prandini, how she looks in the opening round is going to be real.
I agree with you.
I think
that's my thing as well.
Of what she will ultimately do in this trial.
Yep. Agree with you wholeheartedly. Yep.
Other than that, I'll say Brittany Brown. I agree with you there.
We've come to the last one. Women's 100 hurdles, and then the men's 110 hurdles.
This is the one. Oh man. Okay, so
let me just say this:
Nia Ali has the wild card, right? It was Nia won, right? She won the world championships in 19, right?
Yes.
It wasn't Christy Clemens. It was Nia. Nia won, right?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
It was Nia Ali. Yep.
Yeah, so Nia Ali won. So
I can't think of that girl's name who tore up New York.
Alacia
Johnson.
Alacia's going to be on the team.
Boy, you can't argue against her. So I got to go with the top two right now: Alacia Johnson, Tonia Marshall. Those are the two. After that,
wow, you just saying Kenny's
now,
out of it?
That's what I was gonna say, because she's in it.
You'll take Kenny out of it?
Kenny, I'm not taking Kenny out of it, and Kenny could very well win it. But
win what?
Oh, the women's 100 hurdles.
Oh, if Jasmine Camacho Quinn DQs
for the trial,
yeah,
for the trial.
I thought you meant the World Championship.
No, for the trial.
The trials.
Just the trial. We're just talking the trial.
The trials. Okay, I was about to say okay.
No, the trials. Yes.
So
yes.
Kenny.
No, that's my three.
Kenny could win it.
Kenny.
But I tell you,
Kenny, Tonia Marshall. Although
you got a couple that are just,
close.
Man, I tell you what, a big resurgent, Tia Jones.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because
she looked impressive.
I'm thinking,
wow, she looked
as great as Alacia looked at New York. I got to see it again. Yeah, because what I have been watching, I've been watching Tia Jones slowly but surely creep and get closer and closer and closer to what we all thought she was going to be, And maybe she's gotten off social media as much. Yeah, I'd be on the lookout for Tia Jones.
You know who I was shocked to see in New York? I mean, stunned. Lolo Jones. I thought she was done. No, I'm not saying she was going to make the team. I'm saying I was just shocked to see her. I thought she was fully retired.
You know what?
No,
I think she ran out of stuff to do.
Yeah, she was doing the Winter Olympics. She gained all the weight for the Winter Olympics, didn't make the team, and now she's trying to get back in shape. She the thing about Lolo Jones, and this is the problem, if she's there, NBC will have a segment on her for no reason other than the fact that it's Lolo Jones, and she has no consequence in these trials at all.
But she no way she can have a qualifying time.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I have no idea.
She ran
somehow,
like 13,
I believe she'll be there.
13-3.
She ran like 13-4 or something. That's like
yeah.
Oh, really? 13-4? Oh my
Yeah, that
God.
was awful.
That's why I say I was shocked to see her in New
I
York.
thought she ran at LSU's legacy and ran a better race.
She could have.
I don't know.
I saw what I saw.
don't know.
in
I
New
didn't
York.
look. I didn't see. I haven't seen the starting list. But if she's there, it's not that she's going to make the team. She may not even make it out the first round. But NBC will cover her because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Men's 110 hurdles. I think it's kind of simple.
Oh, it's Devin Allen. There's no question about it.
Devin Allen. It's Trey Cunningham.
Devin Allen, Trey Cunningham. And then
I'm gonna give the kid from LSU the nod.
You gonna go Eric Edwards?
I'm going Eric Edwards.
What about you, Grant? What about you, Brett?
I appreciate that, Coach. I appreciate it.
That's how
I was actually going to say Grant Hater, but I was trying not to be. But go ahead.
I'm not a Grant. I love Grant Holloway. That's a poor misconception.
Oh boy.
I'm just critical of the event. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your third?
All right. I'm gonna have to go with either Daniel Roberts or the little man from LSU.
Well, no. Who's the third? Not either or. Who is the third?
I know. I'm trying not to figure. I was hoping I'd get away with
that.
I
heard that. No, who's number 3?
I'm forgetting somebody. Somebody.
The way it's looking right now, I will have to pick Edwards. He's looking real sharp. And here's why I'm gonna pick Edwards. Because in the NCAA final, something you don't see from Edwards normally when he hits a hurdle. He hit 10 pretty good.
Yeah.
And he ran through it to the line and still ran 13-1.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't hit that hurdle, because he was closing, and if he doesn't hit that hurdle, he runs more like 13-10, 13-09, 08 maybe.
Yeah.
So
he was right there with Cunningham.
Somebody we're forgetting.
Probably
somebody we're forgetting. A pro.
Crittenden?
No, not him.
Or
Eaton
Jared
just retired.
Jared Eaton.
He just retired.
Yeah,
that's why I want to go through the rounds. I know I'm forgetting somebody. There's somebody I'm forgetting. Gosh, it's right on tip of my tongue too.
Here's what the problem is. On Sunday at 4:00, whoever you forgot is going to be lining up, and it's going to.
I know, and I'm trying to think. Oh man, who am I forgetting?
Nah, I'm looking at Aaron Mallett.
No.
Michael Dixon. No.
Mm-mm.
He's not going to do anything.
No.
Not Crittenden. Jamal Britt. No.
You know what?
Jamal Britt. Yeah, he's run some, but he's not. He hasn't done anything consistently. So, but I mean, that's possible. He could be. He could hit a good one.
What did he run at Mount Sat? I thought he ran well at Mount Sat.
Well, yeah, he went 13:22.
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
So, but now the top. You got Devin Allen, Trey, and Grant Holloway.
Well, but Grant doesn't count.
Right,
so.
but Grant don't count. But in front of them, you got Eric Edwards at 13-15, and Eric Edwards and Daniel Roberts at 13-17. So, and Edwards is just sharp right now. He's super race sharp. So
the only problem, and the only thing I'm not discounting
Edwards.
Edwards.
He can't hit none in the middle.
But the only other thing about it, remember what LSU last year? Remember all the LSU last year kids, other than Harrison, none of them looked good at the trials.
Because
not one of them looked good at the trials.
No,
Williams.
Other than Harrison, the rest of them all look. It's like, Laird, Noah Williams, all of them. It's like all these guys look really great all season long, and then they got to the trials and had nothing.
Yeah. Well, Noah Williams still ain't recovered.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so that's the only thing I worry about. Something about whoever they're training, either it doesn't, they just, I mean, because they all, I mean, both sides, men and women, all of them was like, what happened to them? They just all fell apart. So maybe he'll be the exception.
Maybe
that's one thing I worry about. And because he's such a small guy, man, I'm telling you,
he's a small guy.
If there's any weather, or they just line up and say, okay, what's up, little guy? I mean, it's just, because, hurlers like to do that. Yeah, what's up, little guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I know maybe it's Britt. Maybe it's Britt I'm thinking about.
I think probably Britt, but
I think it's Britt.
I can't say that with confidence. So
no, I'm not real confident, but if somebody's gonna sneak through, I can see it being him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and I cannot, and I was thinking about it all day, and I should have said it. I got one sleeper for the men's 100. I know it's gonna sound so stupid, but watch out for him. I'm not saying he's gonna make anything, but I'm saying don't be surprised if he does. Elijah Hall. I didn't say he's gonna make it. I'm saying don't be surprised. If the field is wide open.
See, Elijah Hall is like Chris Belcher and all those guys. They're always in the race, but it's just, can they sustain it over a couple of rounds?
Right. He's looked pretty good.
They usually do well in that first round, but can they sustain it when you
that
add
second round? Yeah,
2 or 3 other guys
right,
who are a half a tenth or more than a tenth a little bit better, and then they just can't seem to sustain it through. He reminds me a lot of Chris Belcher in that sense that he looks good in that first round, but boy, when they get to that next one,
I agree.
He's just not sure. I
just said watch out.
He might. I'll give you this for Elijah Hall. If he has, if he's thinking about Cameron Burrell, and he's got in his mindset, I've got to do something for Cameron. Sometimes that surge, carries guys through. I mean, men and women, it's just that surge. Like, I got to do it for my buddy. I got to do it for somebody like that. Sometimes that will carry over. But if all things considered, if he gets out of the first round, I'd probably be surprised. I don't know if I could see him even making the semis, only because that field is just so wide open. It's just so wide open. And I don't even know, like, we didn't mention, did Slade make I thought Slade had a time.
Slade?
I haven't heard from him all year.
Who's that?
Oh my! See, Brett, now you just trying to be stupid. Fine, go ahead and be stupid.
Listen, here's the problem with Slade. He should be in college right now.
Yes, he should. Oh my God.
He should be in college right now.
Yes.
He even on what he was doing, it was not world stage worthy.
Yep.
It was not.
However,
you know what it was? It was a cheap contract for Adidas worthy. That's what that was.
However.
And they got it. And because, look, the difference between him and Arion Knighton is that Arion Knighton was 2 years younger.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
doing
16.
the same thing.
Yes.
And Arion Knighton found his stride. What was there? Jalen Slade did not, because he needed much like, there are other young male sprinters who didn't go to college, who should have,
yep,
who's now starting to run the time that if you were in college, you're probably a top 2.
Exactly.
That is so hard
to step out there.
The professional, from high school to professional, is a harder transition And I think we were like, oh, Allison Felix did it, and X, Y, and Z did it, and
it always looks easy from the outside.
Yeah, but I mean, then there's
people
also
are rare
Candace Hill.
breeds.
Rare
Yeah,
breed.
and you see a Candace Hill who was phenomenal in high school, and then she's running in relay pools, and we're not even talking about her in the 100.
Right. We haven't
We're
mentioned.
not even talking about her.
This is the first time we're mentioning it, and on a different subject other than who's going to make the team.
Yeah, we're not even talking about
it. That is.
That's what's happened to her. She was phenomenal in high school.
Oh yeah.
And you just knew she was going to be great, and we don't even talk about her in the sense that is she going to make the team. We're not even sure she's going to be in a. I don't even think she'll be in a relay pool. I mean, that's.
She will have.
You got to be really careful when they turn pro. It just the mindset, the family structure, and the whole training program needs to be really situated and structured well for a high school kid to transition to the pros. Because if it's not right,
well, I think that's a good place to leave off. We will be back. I gotta have you guys back on because we gotta see. Listen, as crazy as this was, just wait till Worlds and the picks for that. Because
we already have our answers to all those already now. I can tell you right now.
So let me ask you this real quick.